So good evening. Got an interesting video. I hope. I know it's very interesting to me. I splurged a little, and I broke a couple of my rules. This week is my birthday, so I decided to get a couple of special cars that I've been wanting, and one of my new favorite brands and a new brand. And so I'm just going to tease again. You know, there's this one which is going to be an upcoming video, and so I'm going to be basically breaking this up into three videos. These will probably be tomorrow, but you get the gist of it. I've been teasing. I normally don't buy race cars. I always say I don't do race cars, but then again, I have the NASCAR cars, and I do a few race cars. But I have this obsession with Australian Fords. Have had for a long time, whether it's stock or even racing. And so, much like we have the British Touring Car Championship, the Japanese Touring Car Championship, and the German, which is DT, Deutsche Touring Champion, DTC. So the Australians have what they call the V8 Supercar series. Actually, they have multiple, but in this level, the V8 Supercar series, which is like a touring car championship. And I always make fun of NASCAR because I don't like modern NASCAR because they're not based on actual cars, really. I mean, they don't look like them. But Australian supercars do look like street cars. So I love Biante. I have a few. And so I thought I bought 4 Biante. So we'll get to this one next. We'll cover the one that I know it's Biante. This one is not a Biante. So the first one we have here, we'll pull out of the box, is an Australian V8 Supercar series. It is a BA Falcon driven by Greg Ritter. And I looked it up before I went on. Turned on the camera. So this is an actual livery that he raced this car in sometime around 2005 or so. So this BA series of Falcon was produced by Ford from 2002 to 2005, and is one of my favorite Falcons. And so, as I've said about Biante, so let's take a look at the base here. So 1/64 scale Ford Falcon, crafted in China. This one doesn't actually say Biante on it, but you can see the nicely detailed chassis. Look at the dual exhaust coming into a muffler and out the side exhaust. You can see, there it does. It does say Biante Premium. And these are a nice premium. Metal base, metal body, rubber tires, very authentic racing rims, lensed headlights. Look at that Ford blue oval in the grille. Look at the mesh there in the grille. The single wiper. Now, that sort of strikes me odd that this one has defroster lines in the front window. But you can see the roll cage in there. Even through the defroster lines, you can see the rear bulkhead and the roll cage. Let's see if we can see the steering wheel and the net. And as I said, this is a legitimate, actual representation of a race livery that this car raced in. So these are always special. These are beautiful. And as I said, so this is a race car based on a street car. Look at the lens, taillights, all the nice details. And of course, I'm fortunate to have a Biante version of the street car in this beautiful Congo green. This is the BA Ford Falcon XR8. And this is just a wonderful car, wonderful model. Really thrilled to have this. Happy birthday to me. So I thought this one was going to be the star of the show. And it is. It's beautiful. And there it sits next to the street version of that car. Now, so the box is very similar, but it doesn't say Biante. It says Classic Carlectables trademark. Because this is not a Biante, I will show this box in more detail. This is the Ford FG Falcon. This one driven by Stephen Richards, a 5-time Bathurst 1000 winner. I believe this is a 2009. And so this model was actually created in 2009. I believe we can see here, made in China, 2009, officially licensed. There is the website if anybody would like to go to it. I just left this website. It's active, unlike the Biante website, which seems stale. And it looks like Classic Carlectables only does race vehicles, which actually these days I think that's all that Biante does also, at least M164th. So I expected to open up this box and see Biante stamped on the bottom of the acrylic case and on the bottom of the car. Let's see if this is just a rebadged Biante, because the style of the box is very similar, but then again, how much variation can you have on these boxes? So let's get this off. So now, Biantes usually have a single screw on the bottom. This has two, and there it says Classic Carlectables. And as I said, this is an FG Falcon, which, just real quick, I'll show. I believe I have the same series of Falcon. This was a gift from my friend Fexdeath down in Australia last year. So we'll slide this out real quick to compare this directly to the other in a minute. So let's get this off. I know. We'll make it quick. 2 quick screws and it should come right off. And then let's take a look at the base here. So we're going to again start at the base. So not quite as detailed. This seems to be a plastic base. Ford Falcon, crafted in China, Classic Carlectables. Very similar. All right, so the taillights here are painted. Very authentic looking wheels. So no inserted details on this, but you can see the racing roll cage in there. And this is an authentic livery that Stephen Richards actually raced this livery. So you can see some clear difference in the quality of the castings or manufacture of the castings. So they're both riveted. Let's see, maybe I am wrong. Maybe the Biante is plastic base. But there are some real... So maybe, I don't know what year this Classic Carlectables came out. I mean, they look like they were out at the same time. I think both of these companies were active in '09, 2010 era, and I think Classic Carlectables still is. So this is a real neat model. And let's see how this compares to this Biante. So again, hard to tell exactly what year this one is. This one says Biante. It's a plastic base with plastic wheels, but very nicely detailed. All painted details. So the years on these, the actual years, this being an FG, I'm not sure exactly what year this one is. I think it's newer. I think it's after the FG. Or maybe it's an updated FG. I never can figure out how these Australian model designations, AU, BA, I mean, they're out of sequence. But these are really nice models. So I'm actually going to log this in as a new brand. So that's two new brands for me 2 days in a row. That Dido Celica yesterday was the first Dido car I have, and this is the first Classic Carlectables. So that is very neat. I mean, I could do a little Australian racing diorama there. My own little Bathurst 1000 pit lane, with my racing cars, which there are more of, and the I've got enough Falcons and so forth, and race transporters. I could do it. So these are really nice. As far as, I mean, actually, yeah, this one, those feel like rubber tires. This base feels a little better than the others, but again, it could be plastic. So maybe they're plastic base. Yeah, they're plastic base, but still metal bodies, and they have a nice weight to them. So we're going to try and give GM some equal time this week, but I'm loving these. To be fair, I do have some NASCAR models. If I could, there we go. The Bubba Wallace Chevy here. So I would say these are almost as good quality. This unpainted base, this should at least be black. But yeah, this is metal body, plastic base, and some nice details. So the real novelty for these, of course, is that they come all the way from Australia, and they are Australian Ford Falcons, which are a dream car for me. I should have put them in my 10-car dream car garage. So, what do you think? Any of my friends that have my email address, if you're looking for information, actually, these two were bought from a private seller in the United States. So, actually, giving you the seller information may not be helpful. I don't know that they have multiples of these. But if you've got my email address and you're interested, email me. I'll give you the buyer's name and an email, and you can look it up on eBay. So any day with this many Australian Fords is a good day for me. So like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Would you chase these Biantes? I guess I'm breaking my race car rule. And as I said, I'm going to try and give some GM equal time this week. So thanks for watching, and you all be safe. Have a good night.